So, we've learned about the cardboard, and we've learned about the types of cards. Now, let me show you where you start the quest to learn about Tales of Tribute and play your first game. Hello, it's Icy, back with more about the Tales of Tribute, the new card game that's played inside the Elder Scrolls Online, coming with the High Isle chapter. So please do check the previous videos in this playlist for the super basicest information about the new game, but I am here in the actual High Isle to show you where you actually pick up the quest to learn about the game, what happens next, and to play your very first game. So if we take a look at the map, you'll see that I am in the main town in High Isle. You'll actually come in on the West Bay Wayshrine, right into town to the Gonfallen Square Wayshrine, and then down across the bridge to this little island here. Right where I'm standing, out next to the fountain, will be a character called Bragus. Bragus is the person that you need to talk to start all of the quests that will allow you to play Tales of Tribute. You do need to own the High Isle chapter to be able to participate in this game. So once you have chatted with him, he'll send you inside where you'll chat to the master of the Gonfallen Bay Tribute Guild, and then he'll get you to do a tutorial with Bragus, which will be right at this table here. Now, the tutorial, as of right now on the PTS, there are no subtitles in the tutorial. I hope that they will fix that up because that is an issue. The tutorial does take some time to get through. You will probably, if you've been watching these videos, know more than the tutorial can teach you already. However, you do have to do it at least once on one character in order to unlock the decks. That means you can actually play the game. So at this stage you will have to sit through the tutorial. I hope it's only for one character, but hopefully it'll only be for the one. So once you've done that, you can pick up a little quest from Razmadar, who will be standing here. He'll send you upstairs to have your first real battle against one of these NPCs in here. These are all novice tribute players, but I have been playing since the PTS launched, so I am no longer a novice and cannot verse any of them. As of the moment, it doesn't matter. The AI is the same for all of them. There's no real difference. So instead, once you've versed these guys, you'll actually unlock the daily quests as well. So there is a PvE daily from Kishka the Broker, and there is a PvP daily from Maru Ninj, her brother. So the way the dailies work is you can do one match and get one reward coffer, or you can do 2 matches and get 2, or 3 and get 3 reward coffers. The rewards from the PvE, so against another player coffers, are slightly better, but if all you have time to do is play against an NPC, well, that's fine. So what we're going to do is go and find an NPC who we can verse, and I will show you how the battles work. So I do actually have a PvE quest running. So I've actually traveled to the Rift, to the Withered Tree Inn, where I'll find some tribute players upstairs. There is always a novice, an intermediate, and an advanced player. You need to verse, or expert, you need to verse the one that is your rank. But you can certainly find tribute players all around the world in many different locations. So to battle an NPC, you simply need to approach them and just say, let's play tribute. And then the board appears if you're playing an NPC player, they will always pick the first two patrons. Detailed video about the patrons coming soon. And then as the character, you pick the next two. Now, if you're playing a novice tribute player, only the top four patrons will be available. If you're playing an intermediate patron, you'll also have access to the Unsay Frundar Hundig and the Red Eagle King of the Reach as well. And then if you're playing an expert, you'll have access to all of the different decks or suits. So as let's just pick a couple. Sure, and we'll take the Duke of Crows. That will be fine. And then what I'll do is I'll show you a couple of rounds, not the whole match, because it will go for a little while. The NPCs always go first, so you will always go second. If you're going second, you get 1 extra gold. So there is not much to do in the first turns apart from simply spend the base level cards that you get when you're starting, and then to actually buy a card if you can afford it. So I will take that one. Then when your turn has finished and you can't do anything else, you click the end turn hourglass. Note that money does not carry over. You have to spend all your money or lose it. Additionally, your cards don't carry over. So any cards that you don't play on that turn will get dropped into the cooldown pile and then shuffled into the cooldown pile. Any power that you have earned, which is here, will get moved into victory points when you end the turn. Okay, so I've just played the gold, I've taken some cards, and now I have 4 gold left, but there are no cards here that cost 4 gold. So at this point I definitely want to consider using one of the patrons. So I could pay 3 gold to gain 4 power and create a Malva boarding party. I could pay and sacrifice a card, but I don't want to sacrifice that one, I want to keep it around. I could pay 2 gold and instead exchange one of these single gold cards for a double gold card, or I could use the Duke of Crows. Don't use the Duke of Crows. Save it for the end of the match because you can only pretty much use it once. So save the Duke of Crows. What I'm going to do is actually use the Sorcerer King. This one here requires my opponent to actually have an agent in play, so we can't do that one. And this, additionally, this is not it's not actually, the text is not correct, which is also why I'm leaving the I'm leaving the video about the patrons until another patch comes through. Okay, so a combo. So I have 2 purple cards, you can see. On this card, the basic effect is draw 1 card from your draw pile. Now, if I can combo it, if I can activate it with a second purple card, then I can actually draw a second card as well. It says combo 2. I only need to play 1 additional card, so 2 purple cards on the board. There are combo 3 and combo 4 cards as well. The combo 4 are very hard to activate. So we shall draw 1 card, and then we shall do it again. Now that I've run out of cards, my cooldown pile is shuffled, and then I draw from that again. So you're always cycling through a fairly small deck of cards. So then there isn't much else we can do apart from just get some gold. So we now have 5 gold, and that's not much we can do particularly. So we'll go the Sorcerer King again, because at least that way we'll get some power. Finally, I actually have enough to buy a full card. Alright, so this one, you can see this is a combo 4. So I probably won't take that one, because it's a bit hard to actually get 4 cards of the same color. However, this one is an agent, and it only needs a combo 3, slightly more reasonable. My other option would be to go this yellow hireling card, which only needs a combo 2 and then buys a card for me automatically. So I will go stick with the Crow deck for the moment. And a very good card popped up. There are a series of 4-cost cards that give you 3 power. These are the cards you should buy whenever they appear. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that this time. Okay, and that's it for my turn. Okay, let's see if this will work. So we'll play this one first. We'll get 1 gold. Then we'll play this one, which should draw me a card. Ah, excellent. And it's another purple, which means I can play the card, and I should get the combo from this one as well, which I did. In fact, there's a 4th card, and we also get 2 prestige. This is the card from using the Ogrim King, which doesn't do anything apart from give you straight up winning points. Pay the extra gold, and then now we have 9 points to play. We'll take that one, and then 3 gold. We'll play that again. So for the first time, an agent is on the board. Now, what that means is it effectively increases my hand size to 6. So it means that this card is always here. Unfortunately, I don't have anything I can combo it with to make it even more powerful, but for the moment, I can simply activate it, get my 1 gold, which I will certainly help, and then go through and get rid of that. Once again, I only have 5 gold, which is not quite enough to do anything, and so I will use... This seems to be a relatively effective strategy. The AIs are not that bright, so we'll keep doing that. Okay, so this time we can actually combo some stuff. So we'll play that one first, which will give us a draw card. And then we'll play that one, which will give us a point. Now, we'll look at something unusual. So this is the base Sea Elf card, but you'll note, unlike any of the other base cards, this one actually has a combo on it. We'll actually play this one first, then we'll combo it with the Malma boarding party, which should give us a nice little boost. Unfortunately, that will... Oh, we actually get 6 gold this time. Even though this card is hard to combo, I think we'll hang on to it, because then it is another purple, which hopefully should help us. This one's actually a better one. Do keep in mind a strategy is to buy a card that you wouldn't really use in order to deny your enemy the card, your opponent, perhaps. So we now have 3 cards here. And we're going to play this one first. And then we'll do that one. And then we'll do that one, which should combo all of them and draw from the pile, which it does. And then we will use the prestige and the gold, and then have a pretty decent amount of money. Now, an important to note about the red Palinal agents, they have to be attacked first, but also they prevent this exchange of power into prestige. So if there's one of these on the board, and I did say this in the other video, but I'm going to repeat it because it's really important, make sure that you get rid of them. If you are playing red, you do want these on the board as much as possible. For example, this one's going to give... Actually, we'll buy that one because it's not an agent, it's just an action, but it will give us 6 power. So I will take that one, even though I don't have any other red cards. That one will actually be very useful. Now, I will just turn one of those gold into a writ of 2 gold instead. All of the purple, so we should be able to play everything. Whoop. And then that one. And then that one. Goodness, that is a big hand. All right, then we're going to play this one and then combo with the others. And then get our gold. And then our fortify. That is a lot. That is a lot of cards. All right, well, we're going to take this one because it will give 3 power. So we'll grab that one. you'll note the AI still hasn't scored any points yet. So both of these cards do a combo for 3 cards, so I'll be able to activate each of them, but it's not going to do much for me. So we'll simply spend the gold, and then, well, may as well buy that one, I think. And no, we won't worry about that. Now, the AI has made the correct move, if a little late. It's played a card that was in the tavern, which has knocked out both of my agents. This would be something you'd want to do as soon as possible. But it's not going to help. So you'll note I've got 36 points and the AI has 0. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to win the game now. So I will just play my gold. I'm going to, sure, gain 6 power. So that's more than a winning point. And what I'm going to do instead is actually sacrifice the card I've just played, which will give me another 5 victory points from the Hullo activation, and then also play this one, which will give us a draw card, and play that, and play that, and then should really buy a card, not that it really matters, and then we'll end turn. And if the AI can beat 48 points in their turn, they win. I believe I may have said the AIs are not that great yet. They are still absolutely working on this, so by the time this goes live, you should expect more of a challenge from the AIs. One thing I will say is that it's helpful to have an AI who's not going to push you too hard, because it does give you a chance to really experiment with the deck types. So you can choose to say, oh, okay, I don't really understand how the Sigil deck works, for example. And you can say, well, I'm just going to limit myself to just the blue cards and really try out something and see how it goes. So that is how you battle an NPC, and they're all around the world. Just go into any sort of in-room and see who you can find. Next, I want to show you how to battle a player. So I've returned to Gonfallen Bay with the hopes of finding an actual player, which I have found. But let me show you, there are a few ways that you can actually battle another player. So if you go into your guild list, friend list, or party group, and then go to the roster. Let's try a different guild. Nope. Okay. Check the friends list. No. Okay. So you can right click on a person, and then if they're online, you can choose battle, invite to a tribute battle, and that should work. If you're in a party, you can do the same thing, or if you can find a player before they run away, you can actually select on the F wheel, or the character interaction wheel. You can say invite to duel or invite to play Tales of Tribute. There will be an auto decline option that you can turn on, so that you can either accept or reject, or just auto reject all invitations to play Tales of Tribute. So that's probably that's the funnest way, I think, if you're actually interacting with somebody standing right there. But playing with people in anywhere, in your guilds, in your friend groups, is great fun as well. The only places where you can't play Tales of Tributes are in dungeons, trials, and PvP. So you can play it in a house, you can play it on a boat, you can't play it with a mouse, and you can't play it with a goat, but you can pretty much be anywhere else. So that is how you play a quick game of Tales of Tribute against an NPC or an AI. Oh, additionally, you can find the founders of the decks apparently existing in the world. So I think once you're at a sufficient level, you should be able to challenge the founders directly, which will be really interesting. That's not actually something I've managed to achieve yet. But do you have any questions about Tales of Tribute? Please let me know in the comments below. Coming in this series will be a general overview of the patrons, but I need to wait until the next patch comes out because it's wrong at the moment. The descriptions are wrong. And then after that, and I'm still working on it, basically like a strategy guide or some things to think of as you play. However, if you do want to see me playing Tales of Tribute live and hearing how I think about the matches and how I interpret different sorts of things, do come follow me over on twitch.tv/ICYIC, where I play the Elder Scrolls Online 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, and quite a lot of Tales of Tribute, even though it's on the PTS right now. So I would love to see you over there. Let me know any questions you have in the comments, and I will absolutely answer them. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, please do subscribe here on YouTube. That would be appreciated as well. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.